boys and girls, welcome back, and I hope that you're resting safe at home and that you're enjoying your time. Well, welcome back to our next lesson, and today we're baking a different cake. Today we are making a colorful cake, and we're doing subtracting using the breaking down and building up method. And as I said previously, it's as easy as baking a cake. First, let me just see if you can remember what place value are. Remember we practiced the previous time? We said that 928 is not just a 9, a 2, and an 8, but it consists out of a 900, a 20, and an 8. And I'm sure that all of you understand that by now. But let's practice in any case. For instance, remember Mommy went out for shopping to buy ingredients, and when she went to Pick n Pay, she came back with a bag full of 457. But what is inside of that shopping bag? She did not just buy 4, a 5, and a 7. She bought 400 and a 50 and a 7. And then in her next bag, what did she buy? She bought 232. But it's not just a 2, a 3, and a 2. Because if we add 2 plus 3 plus 2, what do we get? 7. And does that amount to 232? Oh no, that's a big mistake. No, she has a 200, a 30, and a 2. Well done, boys and girls. Now we can go on to the next part, the part of baking a cake. Right, now let's start baking our wonderful rainbow colored cake. When we did addition, we had a nice blue one. But today, we are doing subtraction. And what does subtraction mean? It means taking away. So our cake is not going to be a big blue cake, but it's going to be a smaller rainbow cake. Now, our symbol in the middle, the green one there, tells us it's a minus. So let's see, we've got 2 shopping bags here. In the one bag, we have 457. And in the next bag, we have 232. Now, our minus says we have to take away 232 from the first bag. Don't worry, it's just the same as our addition sum. First, we have to follow our steps. And now, with all of our recipes, we follow the steps one by one. So what is our first step? Who can guess? Yes! Unpack your shopping bags. Our first bag has a 400, a 50, and a 7. And our next shopping bag has a 200, a 30, and a 2. But don't forget, boys and girls, very, very important, what must we do with these bags? We have to subtract them from each other. Excellent! Now, we've done our first step, and then we look at our recipe, and we look at step 2. Step 2 says, sort all the ingredients into the correct bowl. Like with addition, we have 3 bowls. What is our first bowl? Our first bowl is the hundreds bowl. The second one is the tens bowl. And in the third bowl, we have units. Now, let's take all of the ingredients that we've picked out and packed out nicely on the counter. Now we have to sort them into the correct bowl. The first bag, we had a 400. In the second bag, we had a 200. In the first bag, we had 50. In the second bag, we had a 30. In the first bag, we had a 7. And in the second bag, we have a 2. just make sure that you always put the first bag's number down first and the second bag's number second, so your recipe will work out properly. Right, now, well done. Just check for me quickly. Did we use all the ingredients in our bags, in our shopping bags? Did I use the 400? Yes. Did I use the 50, the 7, the 200, the 30, and the 2? Well done. We've used all of our numbers. Now let's quickly check. We've done step 1. We've unpacked our shopping bags. We've done step 2. We sorted all of the ingredients into the correct bowl. And then what is our next step? We have to mix the ingredients. And in this case, our mixing symbol is a subtraction. So instead of adding, now we have to subtract each of the numbers with each other. So the first bag, we have 400 minus 2 in the first bowl, and then that gives us 200. In the second bowl, we have 50 minus 30, and that gives us 20. In the last bowl, we have 7 minus 2, and that gives us 5. Well done. Now, tell me, boys and girls, can we leave the numbers just like it is? Is it fine if we just have icing, cake, and decoration separate from each other? No, we want a beautiful cake, and for that, we have to make it 1. How do we do that? We add it together to get one number again. So, 200 plus 20 gives us, and plus 5 gives us a wonderful rainbow cake with the answer of 225. Well done, boys and girls. Look at this beautiful cake we just made. Let's revise quickly and refresh our brains. First, we have our sum. Our sum says 457 minus 232 gives us this beautiful cake. So our recipe said we have to follow the instructions. So step 1 said we had to unpack our shopping bags. Now let's quickly check. We had a 400, we had a 50, and we had a 7. Please make sure when you unpack your shopping bags that 400 plus 50 plus 7 still gives you the number there on top that says 457. If not, we're going to have a big flop and we will never get this beautiful cake, and the answer will always be wrong. Now quickly look at our second bag. We had a 200, a 30, and a 2. Yes, 200 plus 30 plus 2 still gives us 232. So far, great. Now, what is our next step? Quickly think. We have to sort our ingredients into the correct bowl. So what is our first bowl, teacher? It's our hundreds bowl. So we have a 400. And in our next shopping bag, we had a 200. Remember, look at the colors. 400 and the 200. And in our second bowl, we have a tens bowl. We have a 50 and a 30. Our last bowl is our units bowl. And what do we have in that bowl? We have a 7 and a 2. Quickly look in between the two numbers in each bowl. That number gives us what we must do. We have to mix, but in this case we are going to subtract. So quickly do the sums. 400 minus 200, what is the answer? 200. Excellent. 50 minus 30. Quickly think. Mix. Minus. And hooray! We've got a 20. Our last bowl. And this is for our quick thinkers. What is 7 minus 2? And we have 5. Well done. We're almost finished. Now we have to make one beautiful pretty cake and put them all together. 200 plus 20 plus 5 gives us 225. Excellent. Give yourself a high five. Well done. Now you see, subtraction is not as difficult as you thought it would be. I hope that you practice so much, and then when I see you again at school, that you will know exactly what to do. Have fun and practice every day. Good luck. Bye-bye.